Good day, everybody, and welcome to the premiere of the Nops Gaming channel. So, Nops is short for Not One Penny Spent. So, I'm pretty cheap when it comes to gaming, so I don't really want to spend any money on any games. I will buy games, but I don't want to have to purchase some in games to win. So, pay to win is a big no-no for me right now. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to showcase the world of Warplanes. So this game I've been already playing for about a couple of years now, and I thoroughly enjoy it. And what I'm going to do is um, we're going to grind all our way up to a specific plane that I've been eyeing for a long time, and wanted to actually see how long it would take to get to that plane. So we're just going to overview the game a little bit, and then we'll get right into playing. So whenever you start a new player, you always get the welcome. So we're just going to affirmative that. I'll just close that. These are basically combat goals that you'll get. You'll get gold and some silver, and sometimes even some tickets. So what we're going to try to reach on this game is the Ki-162. So I've been eyeing that plane since since I started playing. The other plane that I'm kind of interested is the Jawa. Other players call it the Jawa. It's the J7W3. Whenever you play that Whenever you play and you hear that really weird sound, you're like, oh shoot, it's on me. A really devastating plane to go against. Never go on a head-on. Always, if you see those bullets coming flying by you, turn, get away as fast as you can. But like I said, we are going to go for this Ki. Whenever I see the Ki going by, it always seems to turn on a dime, and such a devastating plane when I play against it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into our Type 91, and right now we have nothing installed on it. And do we have any money? We have some cash, but we don't have any experience at all. So we're going to go out and get some experience. And the other thing also is we're going to either decide going through the... I don't want to go through the zero line. So it's either going to be under the Ki all the way down, or I'm going to go into one of these heavy fighters. So it's either going to be under this fighter line, or I'm going to use the heavy fighter line. The advantage about the heavy fighter line, it doesn't really matter. It's kind of... I like the heavy fighters. They pack a punch, and you don't really want to get into a turn fight or anything like that, but you're high altitude, and it's kind of like a fun, powerful plane. I love the turn style planes, but sometimes when you just want to go up high and dive down on people and do the boom and zoom, these are the planes that you want, these heavy fighters. So without any further ado, we shall go up in our Type 91 in our first battle. Now I do have a experience point, a free experience point. I'm going to hold on to this because we're going to keep this pilot throughout the entire series. And I've noticed that whenever you're going into these turn fighters, it's always nice to have some things like the aerobatics expert. It adds on to your turn rates, and sometimes the marksman is also nice, but you really want to take advantage of the strengths of the plane. So the marksman and the some of these down here, like oh gosh, which one do I want? Like maybe evasive target would be kind of nice to have, but these experience points at the beginning will go up really fast, and then it'll slow down really quickly after you get about maybe 4 points. The other thing also is when you're going through the line, expect this. If you're a new player to this and you're expecting, yeah, we'll go into the Ki in no time, The first 3 or 4 planes will be very fast. You'll get these after about 2 or 3 battles, and then once you hit like tier 7, tier 8, and then tier 9, you are just playing, grinding, and then it just never seems to end. In most cases, you take a lot of your experience and you put it into like a guns or or engines or something like that. So we're just going to try and avoid that and try to go as fast as we can to the end, to our end result. So back to the hangar, and in this game, if you're new, the most of the time what you really want to play with is the mouse. The mouse is much more precise than having a joystick. The joystick, you're controlling the plane, but with the mouse you're controlling the gun. Really, you're trying to move the gun into position, while with the joystick you're moving the plane into position, and it's much easier to move the gun with the plane than the plane with the gun. So, and the mouse I have is a Naga Chroma, and yeah, it's overkill. A Razer Naga Chroma. It's got 12 buttons on the side, but I'm only going to be using one because in the settings for the controls, in the flight control, I have the pitch up set to one of my buttons on the mouse. So whenever I want to go up and down, so if you go roll left, like your basic keys are WASD, W for depending on how you prefer. Mine, I have it going up, but the buttons you're going to be using mostly is WASD for your navigation, the T for your turret, the R for looking backwards. No, wait a minute. The R is for the flaps, or maybe the E. Oh no, sorry. R is for rockets. E is for the flaps. So if ever your plane has flaps, you can press that and slow down. And then the space bar for bombs. The other thing you may want to use is the Tab key to look at your position, and then the Control and Alt keys for points and viewing the maps. Okay, so we're going to, like I said, we're not going to, oh, sorry. So the first thing we're going to do actually on the plane is we're going to add some service to it. So for the equipment, we don't really need the cockpit armor and the sights. I think we're going to save our money for now. Let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna save our money. We only really need this plane for a couple of fights. If you're really, I have this plane decked out on one of my accounts, and it's super awesome. You can turn, and it just basically goes behind any enemy so quickly. So what we're gonna do is let's go out for battle. All right.
The area of combat operations. Be ready.
We are just in the flight group here, so I'm going to hit tab and see who's in here. So I don't even think there's one. You can right click on these names, and it's an entire bot ridden field. So, and if I hit okay, tab, yeah, let's close this window. I can't. All right. So if we look here, we got 2 airfields, garrison, and 2 enemies here. So, okay, so what we're gonna do with these little planes, it really doesn't matter what you do. They turn, and at this tier, you can go head on, and it doesn't really matter. If you want to, I got a scroll wheel here on my mouse, so if I want to go a little bit, let's see, I'm gonna target this one, go sniper mode, do that, and I'm going to slow down a little bit by hitting escape, and I'm going to try and get this guy back. And like I said, this is a turn fighter. There we go. And these planes, when they turn, there we go, we got one. And enemies, when you're going against the red team, it gives you much more points. So let's go after this guy now that he's in range. You get 60 points usually per plane instead of the usual 40 when you're taking on one of these enemies. The red team. There we go. Let's go back into the zone and let's try and get this guy here. Low health. Very good. Oh, we're being shot at. Let's get out of the way. And never on these little planes. I only have like 48 health left, so you don't want to get into a head-on, and you don't want to hit any of these planes. And if you hit a plane, always try to hit a plane with maybe your wing, but never hit a plane at this low level because you're just gonna explode right away. So, always give it a good lead.
Utilize this advantage.
So, like I said, you're really chasing the circle there in the middle, and you want to calculate the lead and the speed and everything. So at this tier, these little guns will just kind of shoot and shoot and shoot, and they rarely ever overheat. So when you get into the bigger planes, oh, and hit W to give it some boost if ever you don't want to stall. Alright, so we're doing good in this game here. So you'll notice that when you get into the higher tiers, you will be mindful of the type of plane that you're going to go against, because some of those planes you really don't want to go head-to-head, or they're turn planes. If you have a heavy fighter and you're going up against a turn plane, sometimes it just won't go well for you. So we just achieved air supremacy. Our bots there, they're doing really well against the others. And this plane here, the LSHVD, there is no rear gunner on that. The version 2 has a rear gunner, so you got to be careful with that. So, but on these low tier battles, level 1, you'll never see these planes with the rear gunner. There we go. Now I just did a head-on there because he was already low health. There we go. So the other complaint I've heard before is that when you're in the level 1 plane, the airfields and the other targets are so far away, it takes forever to get there if you have a really slow plane. So I think over the years they kind of reduced the amount of flights, not flights, but distance between the targets. So don't take my word for it. I believe since I've played there was a little bit of people have been complaining, so I believe there has been some improvements there. Alright, P-12 is a really good turn plane, so we're just gonna leave it because it's going after another buddy there. Alright, so this one here, Abbott's already low health. Opportunity. There we go. Got that. And that one just 8 hurts. And sometimes you gotta just go a little bit closer to the plane to get any type of hits on it. And he's going into one of those death spirals. Alright, so we're just gonna let it go for a bit, and he's gonna hit the rock, maybe? Nope, there we go, got it. Now, like I said, I have the extra button on my mouse, so if I hit the button, you'll notice that it pitches up, so without me doing anything. So usually if you turn, if you're into a turn and then you hit the pitch, it'll turn that much faster, so which is really nice. Okay, so we're almost done here, and I guess we don't really need to do a good game for the bots there, because they're bots. Yep, and there we go. We got the victory on this one. And we got some nice little things here. So we got the Conquistador. Okay, that's a lot of these. The first time you're playing, the first time you'll get these once, and then you'll never see them again. So let's go back to the hangar, and let's see how we got. Okay, so we got a mission complete. Some of these little missions you won't even know that you're playing them, but they will give you a reward. So we got an extra 1,000 coin, so that's nice. And if we look here, so we got some progress here in some of these basically what do you call those challenges? So, anyways, okay, so we can see we played one game and we can already research two planes. So, which is like I said, the first time you go out in these, you'll get really a lot of points, and you'll start um, you'll be able to actually purchase stuff fairly fast. So we captured 2 sectors. We destroyed 13. We critical damaged 3. So, and right now we're not really interested in this. The interesting part is the aircraft experience and the pilot experience. So once you max out an aircraft, you don't really need to add experience to it if you're at level 10. So you want to remove the aircraft experience and just keep it on pilot experience. So, and the other thing also, we could purchase premium, but we're not because we're so cheap. Um, if you're looking at the points here, the credits, without premium, we got 10,000 credits, and if we did have premium, we'd get 15. This goes up exponentially, once you get to level 4 and 5. But once you hit the level 10s, depending on the plane, you could get a lot more money or a lot more coin. But that's really just to speed up things to be able to get to purchase other planes faster. So we don't really care for that right now. Actually, we won't really care for that at all. We could purchase it with gold, but it'll take a lot of gold to get any type of premium account. So again, we're number 10. We got the one chevron here. So usually when you're playing, you can get up to 5 chevrons and a star, which is really nice. That means you're number 1 on the team, and you accomplish many goals. So all right, so let's see here. So this is our next challenge. When you're starting a new game, it'll say, "Oh, destroy an aerial target." We've already done that, but next game we play, we'll be able to actually get an extra 2,500 coin. So, also, whenever you start the game, you get these 4 planes from different countries or different countries. We got the American line, which is over here. The USSR, the Russian line, the German line, the Japanese line, and the Brits. So, like I said, what we are doing is we just want to have the Japanese line. I could sell these. I'll get 0 money, but it'll actually give me more slots. So if I want to keep this plane and play with it later, I can just keep it. And I can purchase a couple of slots too if I'd like that. Right now I have 2 vacant slots, and I don't need to purchase a new one. We'll be able to actually get a new plane. So let's go to the tech tree and let's see if we can get the new plane here. All right. So you can see we can research the plane for 240, and right now we have 1442. So we'll research. And I don't even know if I need to buy this. Let's find out here. So let's go back to tech tree, and the Ki-162-III. Oh, which one did I buy? Did I buy the AN4? I want the Ki. Okay, good. I bought the Ki. Oof. I was scared there. Now I could probably get the Ki, but not research. What do I need here? Okay, so I need a lot more money for this. So we're gonna get the Ki. We're gonna purchase it, and we're not gonna get a crew. And we already have a slot in the hangar itself. So let's purchase this Ki. The Ki-10. All right. So now we got our plane, and let's go to the hangar and see what this thing can do here. So. If we look at the okay, so it's got what do we got? Okay, so we have a standard machine gun, 7 millimeters. We can get Type 91, which probably would give us, let's see here, better. If we look here, more damage per second, just 2. More rate of fire, and the range is a little bit more, but we don't really care. Like I said, we're just going to grind and go as fast as we can to to our goal. So right now we don't have a pilot. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our Type 91 pilot, and we're going to bring him in. And you'll see that we can't really do anything. We're not going to get any experience points because right now he's trained for the I-91, and if we want if we want him to be getting skill points here, we need to train him. So if we retrain, it's going to cost 100,000. So once you get once you get to 100%, then uh, your pilot will be able to actually gain experience. So what we're going to do is we're going to train for 50%. There we go. And we're not going to purchase anything here. We're just going to keep it locked down, and we're going to just continue on in the next video. So this is video 1. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so we'll just keep on going a little bit later on. So I'm just going to take a break, go get some breakfast, and come back later. So I hope you enjoy this. If you like it, just hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see new videos when they come out, and we'll see you another time. Thanks.